Hi, my name is Angelika Napierala and I am, well, it's a difficult question to ask me what do I do, because I do 1,000 things at the same time. So I graduated from sports and dance therapy. So by profession, I'm a sports and dance therapist. I'm also a dancer, and that's how I partially make my living as well. And recently I became a film producer on Yes Man feature film coming soon.
I want you to get out.
What? How's your line?
Well, who else is there going to be?
Everyone calm down. Amy, let's talk about this, please.
No more talking. He has to learn the consequences of his actions.
Mum, please.
No. You've got to learn for yourself now.
Oh, where's my bag? Where's my rucksack?
Trust it to my house.
Where are you gonna go?
Okay, so how did I become a producer on Yes Man? Long story short, I used to work, when I was studying to make some money on the side, I was doing some administration at the student union at my university. So I gained loads of very useful administration skills. I thought they were useless at the time, but as life shows, they actually weren't that useless, because I learned a lot about like administrative tasks and things like taking care of a budget, etc. So as we went into a global pandemic and lockdown last year in March in UK, Daniel gave me a script to his film to read, and that was Yes Man. And he was like, this is a script, I want to make a feature film. I was like, wow. Me knowing nothing about film industry, I was like, yes, for the feature film. So I read the script and I loved it. And Daniel will probably tell you, I am quite of a critical person, but like reasonably critical, I would like to say. And when, like, my opinion is always honest. So when I told him that, like, I actually think this is great, I really meant it. So I loved the script. So because of all the administrative tasks I've done in my previous job, I was like, okay, you know what? If you need help with something on this film, let me know. And that's how it started. And we quickly realized that what I was doing on a film and what I was helping with was very much what a producer would do. So that's how I got my title as a producer. And I loved it. I genuinely loved it. Being with so many different creatives and being in completely different creative environment as well, because usually I would do a lot of stuff connected to dance and creative in that sense, whereas film was a completely different environment for me, and I loved it. It was a bit refreshing as well to just do something that is super creative but is not related to dance as much as I love dancing. And yeah, Daniel connected me with people like Enrico and Marcos that he studied with, and they introduced me properly into how production works, what needs to be done, and that's how we started. We casted actors, we contacted the key roles in the film, and we got it cracking. We started filming in August 2020, which was a challenge because we had to face and adjust to the situation of a global pandemic, but we did it. We shot in altogether 20 days. And it was very intensive at times. It was difficult at times, it was challenging, but overall it was a great experience. And the people that I've met through it are definitely, like, they just made it all worth it. Yes Man really tells a story of someone that needs to hold themselves accountable for what they do, and there is nobody else there to blame but yourself. And it's about finding a path for yourself, not following other people. You can follow their advice, but not their path. And I think just being around that way of thinking, because of the just constantly repeating what's the theme of this film and constantly trying to contact people about what Yes Man is about and why they should get involved with us, it kind of reassured me in my path and stuff that I sometimes might be doing by not holding myself accountable or trying to blame other people for my own actions. So yeah, that's deep, but I think that's what Yes Man did for me on a personal level, and obviously all the benefits that came with it, like understanding a little bit more how film industry works, understanding a film set. That was really interesting for me, knowing how the lights work, how the sound works, what we have to make sure that we prepare before we actually hit the recording button on the camera. Seeing Daniel directing, what comes into that dynamic between the director and the actor, between director and other people on set, and how everybody works together. And one of the greatest things on Yes Man was probably the team behind it, because everybody really had each other's back, and when we needed something, people were just super supportive, and that made the whole experience, I guess, a lot nicer and super enjoyable. And actually just knowing that, okay, we have the next day on set, like, it was making it all very exciting. Yes, if there's something that I would like to leave you guys with as a message from this film, is definitely building that foundation for yourself, not letting other people manipulate you and force you into paths that you might not want to take, or you might not completely understand what these paths will take you, but just really trusting in yourself. And if you don't fully know yourself, just instead of trying to get to know everyone else, just look deeper into yourself, listen to your parents. And that kind of contradicts itself, doesn't it? But it's ways. Parents are parents. And yeah, watch Yes Man, coming soon. Short film will be released on some YouTube channels that if you're into film, you will be excited to see Yes Man on these channels. And then feature film will be coming out very soon as well. Hopefully we'll get to see it in the summer, so stay tuned. Keep your eyes peeled on our Instagram account, Yes Man Feature Film. Check it, and yeah, go and watch it. That's Angie. Follow me on Instagram, Angelika with double A at the end. And I'm broke right now, so you might want to try some services of sports and dance therapy as well. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Yay!